Good morning, everyone. Boker Tov. Bruchim habayim. So we are continuing the Halachot of Sefirat HaOmer, and we mentioned yesterday that it's also time of Avelut for the 24,000 students of Rabbi Akiva, and therefore during this time we should not buy new clothing that requires a shechiyanu. And not every piece of new clothing requires a shechiyanu. Shechiyanu is said when it's something that's you're overly happy for. So generally, we make a shechiyanu on a talit or on a new suit, new talit. If a person is at a level that even a new shirt for him is like a shechiyanu, then he should say a shechiyanu. But generally, shirts and undergarments and things like that are necessary items. It's not overly happy for. We're just getting what we need to get, and that you can get during this time. Now, let's say you only had one suit and you just need another suit for Shabbat, whatever it is, then you could get a new suit. You should wear it for Shabbat for the first time, and you could say a shechiyanu. So again, if you're stuck, your talit got ruined, you need a new talit for Shabbat, wear it for Shabbat the first time, and you could say a shechiyanu. If you move into a new home, you can move into a new home on during Sefirat HaOmer. You could paint, you could renovate, and even if you want to say a shechiyanu, you want to thank Hashem, you moved into a new home, you could take a new fruit and say a shechiyanu for moving into a new home. When you do a Chanukah Bayit, you can't have music, as music is one of the restrictions of this morning period as well. Music from a cappella is okay, meaning no instruments. And I've had this question a few times that these days people are weaker, mental health, etc. And for mental health purposes, you have to see the exact situation. That music is always in their background. They always have headphones on because they need to keep calm. They need to whatever. So there's room for leniency there as well. Okay, that's that for today. So with this, we actually complete the halachot of Sefirat HaOmer, and tomorrow we'll get back to where we left off from before Pesach. Or before I think Purim, the halachot of Shabbat, B'ezrat Hashem. Mincha tonight at 6:20, and it's also the Mishmarah of Sammy's brother, Mr. Rafael Ben Aish, Alav Shalom. Maybe just to bring up an interesting point, I don't know if one person realized this, that unfortunately Sammy's brother passed away on the Chag, and the Shiva starts after the Chag, so Friday was the first day of Shiva. So generally, when Friday is the first day of Shiva, you get up from Shiva on Thursday morning. So Friday, Shabbat, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday is the seventh day, so Thursday morning. So here, he's going to be getting up Wednesday morning. Just to mention also that tomorrow morning after Tefillah, we're going to be heading to the cemetery. We might need a minyan. So the question is, why is it different? Why over here is it like kind of one day less? And the answer is because the second day of Chag, the last day of Chag, which was this past Thursday, because in Eretz Yisrael it's not a day of Chag, and here it is, that also counts toward the day of Shiva. So even though he was on holiday, but that counts toward the day of Shiva. So therefore, in a certain way, it's one day less. So Shiva started for Sammy on Friday, but it's going to end on Wednesday morning. So tonight, Tuesday night's the Mishmarah, 6:20 Mincha, and tomorrow morning we'll be heading to the cemetery and ending the Shiva. Have a good day, everyone. Tana D'Eliyahu.